My friends, we are in the midst of spring, but don't forget about your fireplace because now is the perfect time to take care of your chimney. I want you to welcome back to the show James Anderson of Approved Home Improvements to Great Day St. Louis. And let me just start off with this because we recently had all that rain. Everybody remembers that we just got flooded for a few days there. We're still recovering from that. You would think that a guy like this who has worked on and assembled and repaired literally thousands, tens of thousands of chimneys in St. Louis would be getting warranty calls through the roof, so to speak. That's a little but what was the case?
So we was expecting quite a few calls just because gutters weren't draining.
Right.
A lot of things was going on.
Right.
We had one warranty call, and it was actually something we hadn't worked on ourselves on the project.
So all of your chimneys held up.
And that's amazing due to the fact that the amount of rain that we had.
And the wind and the storms and everything and the crazy intense winter.
Right, so that goes to show you the preservation package mean as much as doing the actual repairs.
Okay, so those are the chimneys he's already worked on, and that's why we talk about, you know, being proactive about it and getting the sealant and all that stuff. But what kind of damage to chimneys that haven't been preserved are you seeing right now?
So as your chimney gets bad, what happens, we call it the mortar, which is basically the glue that holds the bricks together, gets soft. Well, it holds up most of the time, but when you start getting high winds or debris flying through the air, you're going to get a failure from that. And you can see the crowns popping off from the freeze in the winter, the mortars were loose, all that stuff's coming down, the chimneys are starting to be noticed by the homeowners.
Now, of course, you may be able to see 3/4 of your chimney from the ground looking up there, but you can't see the top. I don't care what kind of view you get, unless you're up there, you can't see the top. So there could be damage you don't even know about.
Right, so your chimney, you brought up a good example. The chimney looks perfect from the ground because it may still be, but the top has failed. So what Mother Nature is beginning to deteriorate your chimney. That's exactly when we want to get in at the left state and fix it, where you're going to think it's okay and it's going to get progressively worse. One lady told us it seemed like it happened overnight because once the water gets in there.
The quality of work that we're talking about from Approved right here.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing it a long time. Our guys are skilled, our guys are employees. We don't subcontract anything out, and that way we keep our quality standards pretty high and every chimney looks the same.
Now, when somebody calls you today and asks for that free inspection, what can they expect?
So if they call us today, their job will be ran by the end of the week, and more than likely will be repaired by the end of the week. But we'll definitely get out there and get it looked at, and if they need any work, get a proposal to them. If they accept it, all our work is done within 10 days.
So now I want to kind of circle back to what we started off with, because you offer this preservation package. What is that? How does that work, and what does it do? So
your preservation package, we brought this about because we kept hearing from people saying, I was told they did it in the winter, I was told we have bad mortar, bad bricks. None of that is true. What's really going on is your mortar, your bricks are soaking up water. It freezes in the winter in St. Louis, and it does severe damage to your chimneys. And your chimney don't have a roof on it, it's out there all by itself. So our preservation package is kind of like putting a roof on your chimney, protecting that structure from all the elements in St. Louis.
I think you're going to love the pricing, but let me just tell you that if you're thinking you could do it on the cheap, this is what you're going to end up with. You saw on the left-hand side of the screen there, the before and afters, if you will. Right?
Yeah, so when you get something done, the difference that they're paying their guys is usually the experience their guys have, and it shows when they leave the job site.
Yeah. All right, if a customer chooses Approved for their project, how long before we can get that done? You kind of answered that already.
Yeah, so we get estimates will be done this week, and all work completed within 10 days.
All right, Approved is offering a great deal this month. So this is 10% off all tuck pointing repairs that are completed by April 30th. Now, the deal also includes a free chimney cleaning with inspection, free preservation package. To get in on that deal, 314-780-6080. This is the easiest number to remember, 314-780-6080. Call them today and put this out of mind. Get it done.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.